Mm. Hi everyone, it's me, Carbundance, and I hope you enjoyed yesterday's live stream with David, my husband, together. I definitely had a great time, and if you were not able to join, then be sure to join next Monday. We're trying it out and seeing how many people are interested. The more people are interested, the more likely it is that we're going to continue to do them. Maybe every Monday, let's see. Okay, let's go into the topic of today, which is a comment by two people on my German channel, from Maike. So I'm going to translate. Are you also eating meat and sausage? And the other comment was by Nicole Vierensonne, and she asked, of course it is restriction. So that was on my video, which is called Vegan is not restriction, it's a choice. You can watch that one. Of course it is restriction, she says, especially when it results in deficiencies, slowly but steadily. Tell me, are you avoiding eating meat or fish, or are you just not at that point already? Like, are you not far enough in recovery in order to dare to do that? Your hair will grow so much, regrow so much if you're going to eat good meat regularly. And so thank you both for these questions. So am I eating meat and sausage? The answer is yes. When you are looking closely into what I am eating right now, like my what I eat videos, which I upload 2 videos a day, one with a topic like this one, and also today as well a different one, which is what I ate a year ago, and now to show you what I ate in quasi recovery, still in my eating disorder, but not wanting to believe that and not wanting it to be true, and what I eat now in real recovery from a restrictive eating disorder that I suffer from for 18 years. So you see that I eat them like sporadically, like for example bacon or some sausage salad, or like when I went out with my husband, I had like on the pizza there was bacon, and I purposely chose that one also. And so, but I realized when I got your questions that it's not very obvious, and like I'm not really emphasizing, like not really eating a lot of meat. And I just realized that in that moment, because you will see when you follow my videos from what I ate a year ago, where I take you through my whole journey from last year, that I had to go through a lot of meat in order to get to the point where I am now. Because you have to know, now I'm not really like craving meat, like in a like it only for the taste and like the mental hunger or stuff, but very, very sporadically. When I think of meat and I think I want meat, I will eat it. The reason why you see me eat not very much meat is because I just don't really crave it. But that was different in the beginning of my recovery, like more than half a year ago. You're going to see that if you follow my and watch all of my what I ate a year ago. I'm taking you through this journey this year, through the journey of my last year, to show you how it looked for me to really face all of my food fears. And meat was one of them. Definitely one of the greatest fears of mine, because the ethics behind meat, they are just, the highest for me. It's just like, my heart was bleeding having to eat that meat. But I knew there's no way around it for me in order to recover from the restrictive eating disorder. I tried it for 18 years. Doesn't work. Well, let's say for 8 years. I tried with other restrictions before, but for 8 years, you know, I was restricting meat, and yes, I restricted it for ethical purposes, but to that ethical component, there was always this accompanying eating disorder component. And so for me, I cannot say it is just a choice. Like for me, it was not just a choice. It was always combined with the fear of the eating disorder, and always also a restriction. And so watch my other video on veganism is restriction. It's not restriction, it's a choice. Like that's what someone said to me. And so yeah, to answer the question, am I eating meat and sausage? Yes, I am. Not in the quantities that I used to, however. And so but here's the thing. When I got the comment, I was like, wow. Someone is literally asking me this, and that means they might not have seen me eating that in my food diaries. Maybe that is because, you know, they didn't watch all of them, and then that just shows I am not really eating that much meat. I realized that then, and I was like, wow, I really have to keep up my game there and keep up my level there, and not neglect that, because it's so easy for me. It would be so easy to just justify it. Well, I'm not, you know, because it's one of the greatest fears of the eating disorder, to just neglect it again. Well, I've gone through it. Well, I've challenged it. Well, I can eat it now. But so I'm not keeping up with it. I'm not like keeping it in all of the time. It's kind of like, well, yes, I approached it and I challenged it, but now I'm just going to stop that because actually I'm still afraid. And so I really make all my efforts to keep what I challenged in my diet, because there's no way around me. We might talk about it in 3 years or something, like, I don't know. But for now, I have to stay on top of my game. And so I know that then it's only a matter of, like, just a question of time when I'm going to, that I'm going to be fully recovered after 18 years of having lost my life to that battle. And so I was like, well, wow, maybe I should just, you know, just emphasize it more again for me now, because I do not want to go back into any kind of half game. Like, this is for real. This is my last attempt at real recovery, and my first and my last attempt, and I will not mess this up. And so I said, well, this is my sign. I'm actually, in order to prove to my eating disorder and to me and to my brain, I'm actually going to eat more meat again now. Even though I don't necessarily feel like I have to, but just in case, just to be sure it's not fed and triggered by my eating disorder, the fact that I'm not eating very much meat. And so I actually, you can watch my video what I ate today, like, which I also upload today, I think later, yes, at around 5 p.m. German time, and then you will see this is actually the day when I challenged it again. Like, what? Like, not challenged. It's not like, you know, challenge myself to put the full recovery, which is just a matter of time, above my ethics. And the thing is, you will see in that video, I also screenshotted a thing like, put your ethics above your ego. People who don't know how it is to be losing your mind and your whole life to a restrictive eating disorder do not know. Like, they might say, well, that's your ego. So you put your you lower your standards, you put your ego above the ethics. And the thing is, well, I'm going to go in there as well, but just bottom line, no animal in nature would ever go out of their way and die for another animal, like in place of them. Not gonna happen. And so yeah, that's it for this video. I hope it helped you. Give me a thumbs up and or a thumbs down, whatever you feel like, and I will see you next video. And don't forget to watch the food diary of today. Bye. Okay guys, I quickly wanted to actually address the thing that Nicole said about the hair, that it's going to grow back really nicely. We will see. I don't necessarily think it has to do with the meat itself, like, yeah, but do you guys see all of these little baby hairs? They're all over my head, and you can see it other times, but you see this? This is all hair that grew back since I'm in full recovery. Like since I started full recovery, it's actually like yeah, it's since half a year ago or so, and it's all over my head. Yay for baby hair!